When I hear that reading that we heard this morning in the second reading from the book of Revelation, it always seems strange to me how the robes of those before the throne of the Lamb could come out white even though they had been washed in the blood of the Lamb. Now that inconsistency alone is a signal to me that we are not in the laundry. We are in the realm of very rich symbolic language. John of Patmos wrote the book of Revelation during some horrible times for Christians. Nero had blamed them for the destructive fire in Rome and then began persecuting them. Domitian carried out a systematic persecution throughout the entire Roman Empire. Either Christians worshiped Domitian as divine, or else they were tortured and killed. John writes from these terrible times. And he writes in a style that captures the imagination of these Christians whose lives are tormented because of their faith. These Christians are not part-time believers. They didn't practice a religion that blended into the mainstream with other citizens of the empire. To live at this time totally eliminated the possibility of being a Sunday-only Christian. They lived a faith that could cost them their lives. And so John, in writing to these Christians, he writes to console them and at the same time fill them with hope. Those who are gathered before the throne of the Lamb are from every nation, every race, people, and tongue, we're told. John's vision challenges our attitudes about church. Believers, those rejected, those even killed from their faith, come from all around the world. They are wearing robes washed in Christ's blood. They are the baptized. Because of their baptism, they are united with each other and with all of us. Everyone stands on equal footing in this community of believers. And since baptism has already had its effect on us, there should be no distinction among any of us. Whether people resemble us, or speak our language, are born in our neighborhood, have been lifetime members of this parish, were around to build the church, paid for the stained glass windows, or serve on the pastoral council. We are all robed alike. We are all called by our baptism to a life of holiness and service. John holds out hope for us whose martyrdom may not be as dramatic as those who suffered under Nero or Domitian, or currently in areas of the Middle East. Baptism has set us on a path to life through daily little deaths, personal sacrifices that come from out of our faith. We choose to surrender our time and our energy and our money so that we can serve others. We stay faithful in our daily response to commitments and promises that we have made to others. We show up when there is a call for help, even though it means we may have to put aside some cherished project or even our spare time. That second reading from Revelation was meant to strengthen and give hope to all Christians. The early church and we have been waiting for Christ's return for a long, long time. And meanwhile, we all know that daily stress can sometimes cause discouragement in our faith. Whether there be severe tests or just the daily slippage that can happen to believers, we lean on the assurance of what we have heard today, and that God will not let us slip away, but is providing at this very Eucharist, at this communion, what we need to keep us strong and faithful to our calling during those times of doubt and trial.